Hello and welcome to the 63rd Annual Royse City Christmas Parade. I'm Steve Vaughn along with my co-host, Royse City High School senior Autumn Quinn. Hey Autumn, it feels a lot like Christmas, and if you're not in the holiday spirit after today's parade, you will be in the spirit.
Yes, Steve, actually I couldn't agree more. Speaking of more, the Royse City staff did such a great job this year on the parade. We have 57 entries and it's actually the largest parade in Royse City history.
Wow, largest. And we have a wide variety of entries ranging from local dignitaries, riding in vintage cars, to special floats designed for this year's theme of a Victorian Christmas.
So put another log on the fireplace and sit back and enjoy this year's Christmas parade. We'll be back shortly after this brief message.
Welcome back. This year's parade begins down at Houston and Birch Street, and we sent our own Parker Williams over to check out the entries as they're getting ready to roll down the street. Hey Parker, how's it looking over there?
Yes, hello. I'm here with Kenny K. Hudson. Kenny, can you tell us some things that you did to your float this year?
Well, we started working on it last night, and we worked on it probably for about 3 or 4 hours, and we just we worked on wrapping the packages and getting all the stuffed animals and working on the lights. So we just spent a lot of time working on it last night.
And who are you here with?
We are with the Royse City ISD Administration Building. It's our float this year.
Okay, are there some, is there a theme to your float this year?
Well, we were going with the story of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, so that's why we have our kids and we have adults who are going to be reading the story and by the fire.
All right, thank you. And back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Parker. Before we get started tonight, we need to thank some people who made this broadcast possible. First, Royse City Pharmacy, who allowed us to use their second floor area for our little makeshift studio. And I think it's about time to get ready, get this parade started, Autumn.
Are you excited, Bob?
I'm excited.
Woo! Let's get
it going. Okay, I think the first floats are rolling down the street, and we'll be back with you in just a second to get this parade started. Okay, we're back and the parade has started. The first up in the entries of the parade is the Tri-County Vet Honor Guard.
Look at all those brat lots.
They're dressed in their stripes and their uniforms with the American flag and the Texas flag. That's the Tri-County Veterans Honor Guard marching in our parade.
Time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
They think those police cars lots are cool until they see them when they get pulled over.
Okay, next up is the Hunt County Sheriff's Posse.
You get it, Vaughn? Posse!
And behind the posse is our Grand Marshal of the parade, Kevin Worthy and George Tyron. Kevin Worthy is the superintendent of Royse City Schools, and
Hey, does band have a new director this year?
oh, there's our Grand Marshal right there. And here comes our high school Mighty Bulldog marching band, Autumn.
Woo! With our flag roll.
Let's sit back and listen to the band, and yes, our flag corps also.
Actually, it's the first year to have a flag corps, Steve.
Yes, it is. The high school band is playing Joy to the World. Next in line is Brett Hall. Brett Hall is a district judge. He's the son of Congressman Ralph Hall. He's from the 382nd District Court. They're out of order.
Well, look, there's a lot there.
And here comes our Royse City High School Golden Deb squad.
Actually, I think this year, Steve, it's actually the largest group of Golden Debs Royse City has ever had.
I think it is. They've done a great job this year performing at halftime of our football games.
And letting Miss Allen take
And
the
there's
lead.
their float that they've put together. They've been working on this week. It's called a Victorian Toy Story, I believe is the theme, to fit the Victorian theme this year.
Very creative.
Very good. Very colorful. They've got a Christmas tree in the center of it. I see
Teddy bear?
a teddy bear sitting next to the Christmas tree. It's called the Ye Olde Toy Shop for the Golden Debs.
Is that cheer? Yeah.
Next up is our Royse City High School varsity cheerleaders. Like they're handing out some candy to the kids and people in the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the police precinct 4. And it's on your district judge, 439 District Court. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Earl Parks, Constable, precinct 4.
There's some different dignitaries that are coming through. We've got some Hunt County judges and David Magnus, one of the Rockwall County commissioners.
And making our way down Main Street here, Royse City District Attorney, Kendra Culpepper.
This is Kendra Culpepper. She's a Rockwall County District Attorney. Next up is Constable Randy Parks. He's a constable. He's also an alumni of Royse City High School, Randy Parks.
And your city council members, Clay Ellis, Tom Miley. And this is the voter.
Here's the Mayor Gerald Bailey and some of the city council members that are coming through the parade. Next up is some Royse City ISD Teachers of the Year. We got our secondary teacher of the year, the Royse City Middle School, and our elementary. Here's the Royse City ISD the night before Christmas. They put this float together over the last couple of weeks. They've got several students involved. And here's our Royse City High School softball girls. We're going to send this down to Parker Williams. Parker's going to give us a little report down on the street. Parker?
Yes, thank you. I'm here with Kylie Jeffrey, who is a part of the softball team's float. Kylie, can you tell us some of the things you did to prepare for this float?
Yeah, well, we did all of this today. The whole team came together and helped us zip tie all the softballs on and put the lights on. And so really, this is just like an exercise in teamwork, which is what we softball players are all about.
Here are the cheerleaders now, cheering things up with their Merry Christmas spirit.
Is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet.
The Royse City High School softball girls team that's passing through right now. Davis Elementary, faculty and staff. Did you go to Davis, Autumn?
Actually, I did not. I lived in Mesquite in elementary school.
Oh, I see. Well, this is the Davis Elementary faculty and staff. They've got a colorful float with a lot of lights on it.
So it took some hard work and effort.
Next up is the Royse City Middle School Choir. The Royse City Middle School Choir is coming through on a float.
Mr. Vaughn, were you ever the singer?
Was I ever in the choir? No, I was not.
Aww.
They did not have choir when I was in high school, but now it's part of the curriculum at most schools. But here comes the Royse City Middle School Choir, waving to the crowd. They've got a cute little float with some little cars back behind it. In various technology areas, they challenge students every year. They have a regional competition along with a state and a global competition. And that's the Destination Imagination. They've got a big DI on their float. They've got several kids and adults in the float. Next up is a float from Shekinah Radiance Academy. It's a charter school out on Highway 66 here in Royse City. They've only been in existence for a couple of years, but they've got a colorful float. They've got a lot of bright lights on it. It's like some of their students are on the float. They're waving to the crowd and wishing everyone a happy holidays. Next up is your favorite, Autumn. It's the Hello Kitty float. It's actually a Hello Kitty truck.
Meow.
Don't you like Hello Kitty?
No, I don't.
You don't? It's not one of your favorite things?
You're not one of my favorite
things. Next is Tech Away of Texas. They've got a mostly green colored float. They've got a Christmas tree with a lot of lights on it. It's called Tech Away Texas. Like they've got some students on there waving to the crowd. Now next up is the museum float. We have a Royse City Museum here in downtown, and I believe this is their float. Next up is Bill Bell. He's a Royse City Council member. Wow. This is one of the floats that won a prize for most festive, and it's a Victorian Christmas story time by Gutter Dunn is the name of the business, and they put together a float. They've got some people dressed in Victorian outfits on their float. Looks very colorful. What's next up? We've got a Healing Touch Home Care. Actually, it's Love on a Leash Pet Therapy. Love on a Leash Pet Therapy.
I could put you on a leash.
Yes, I know. Hey, it's the Boys and Girls Club. Boys and Girls Club is coming through. They've got a van filled with people as they're coming down the street. And then the Royse City Youth Association. They've got football and cheerleaders on there. This is a very active organization in Royse City. They sponsor a lot of different athletics in town. And now we've got a lot of different Girl Scouts and Boy Scout troops that are coming through. Various troops. We've got troop number 2864, 5698, a troop Girl Scout 6710. One of them's in a boat. They're coming through on a bass boat. They're throwing out some candies and different things to the crowd. Actually, he's got a rod and reel coming out of his float with a stocking on it.
Speaking of the Girl Scouts, Steve, I want to say happy 9th birthday to Carissa Perez.
Carissa Perez, happy birthday. Here's Pack 1401 in a trailer. They've got a lot of people dressed up for this holiday parade. And then some more scout troops that are coming through. One from Fate that's coming through. They've actually got a tent on the back of their truck, and looks like they've got a packed crowd. This is Pack 163, and they have got a full crowd on that float. There must be at least 30 or 40 students on that float waving to the crowd. So we had a lot of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts that came through. This is number 44. There's still another Cub Scout. This is Pack 312. They've got a brightly colored float that's coming through. packed. Whoa, they got a lot of noise coming from their truck. They've had to stop. They got going a little fast on the parade route. They've had to stop, and now they're speeding back up. It's a very cold night here in Royse City, but we do have, like I said, a lot of people have come out for the parade, and they're lining the streets up and down. There's a long parade route this year. This is entry number 46. This is the Diamond B Equestrian Center. Equestrian Center, I can't say that. They've got an American flag in the middle of their float. Yes, Santa Claus is coming. He's coming up shortly. Here's Cedar Ridge Bible Church. Cedar Ridge Bible Church is located in downtown Royse City. Here comes Atmos Energy's float. It's called Jingle Balls. And it looks like they put some work into their float. They've got a little house that's built on the float. And several people on it waving to the crowd. There's like some effort went into building that float. Jingle Balls is the name of their float.
Cute little gingerbread house.
Now we're going to get into some vintage cars that are coming through. Number 53, this is Marlene Roberts. She's in a 67 Chevelle. Then we've got a 71 short bed pickup. Looks like some of these got out of order of the order we had, but this is a 71 short bed pickup that's coming through. That's owned by Barco Electric Incorporated. Number 55, this is Girl Scouts. Another Girl Scout troop coming through on their little float. Waving to the crowd. We have two different entries from these Girl Scout troops that are coming through. Girl Troops Scout troop number 7412 that's coming through. You weren't in the Girl Scouts, Autumn?
That's a negative, actually.
Negative? Well, it's a great organization. Now we've got entry number 48. Like I said, they got out of order just a little bit. This is actually the Jingle Balls. I was incorrect when I said Atmos was the Jingle Balls, but they've got like a dune buggy that they've decorated out, and Jingle Balls. It doesn't say who put this little vehicle together, but there you have it. And I'm not sure what kind of vehicle this is. It's some kind of older hot rod. I can't read the number on it, so I'm not sure what the entry is. Now coming up, they kind of got out of order, but this is the Royse City Middle School Choir. We were incorrect earlier. Here comes the Royse City Middle School Choir that's coming through on the parade route.
Have a whole trailer full.
It does look like that. It looks like they've got a whole trailer full. There's a lot. It must be the entire choir for the Royse City Middle School. We're getting close, folks. Here comes the Royse City Fire Department. The Royse City Fire Department.
There's many volunteer actually go to Royse City High School, Vaughn?
Yes, they also have an Explorer group that they recruit Royse City High School students to be part of that group to try to train them to be future firefighters in their volunteer department.
What does the fox say?
It's getting close, kids. Santa Claus is coming to town. And I think he's here. He's coming up next.
Santa Claus coming to town is actually sponsored by Hair Junkie. It's actually a new, God damn it.
There's the last fire engines coming through for the fire department. Someone thinks they're a Elker singer.
Who does your hair, Vaughn?
Really?
Who does your hair?
Who does my hair?
Yeah.
That's another story. Here comes Santa Claus. He's coming up. Looks like he's got a lot of different kids on the float with him. Right there, Santa Claus.
Don't forget to stop by Hair Junkie Salon.
Hair Junkie Salon?
Yep.
Well, I think that just about wraps up this year's Royse City Christmas Parade. Autumn, it's been a pleasure working with you. We've had a great time. Are you ready for the holidays now?
I sure am ready for the holidays, Steve.
Okay. Well, from all of us at RCTV, we're wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Stay safe. Meow.